Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Avernum 6, and as you can see, of course, I was curious, and I ended up, well, I had a save file literally just south of here, of Fort Helidon. So I reloaded and went to have a little chat with, forget what his name was. I kept forgetting his name throughout the encounter, throughout the previous episode as well. Anyway, so yeah. Those guys did start running, but yeah, as we already determined last time, there is no possible way for them to shut us out and us finding some sort of sneaky way in. So they really just retreated into the fort. So we saw this before. I'm pretty sure that's the same message, and then they just stand there, and that's that. You try to talk to one of the brigands that live in this ruin. Whenever you approach one, he or she snorts and turns away from you. It's unusual for someone to treat a soldier of Avernum with such obnoxious insolence. Is it, though? Not as unusual as you might think. You manage to restrain your temper, for now. Anyway, there is Chrysander, that's right. And, well, I've already quickly gone through the conversation once off-camera, because, of course, I kind of had to check, well, yeah, I just didn't want to record the whole thing back then. But it turns out there's quite a lot of it, and it seemed pretty interesting. I think it even involves, well, yeah, we're gonna see. I'm still going to stick with what I did last time. This is just for curiosity's sake. Anyway, Chrysander. At least one room in this miserable fort is kept nice. In fact, it's almost fancy. Art and carpets salvaged from abandoned homesteads fill the chamber, giving it a homey feeling. A young man, clean and sharply dressed, sits behind the cavewood desk. His friendly smile and cherubic looks would put you at your ease, were it not for the steel broadsword that hangs from his belt. He waves a greeting to you, though he doesn't rise. Ah, the soldier. I'd been told that we received a visit from the finest of Avernum. I am Chrysander. I'm a merchant. I sell certain medicinal herbs. I hope your visit is a peaceful one. If you respect my right to operate my little business here, I'm sure we'll get along fine. Okay. Never mind, I'll just be going. No, you sell medicinal herbs. I mean, we know that. We could just threaten him, or we could be incredibly naive, or maybe pretend to be incredibly naive. I don't know. Obviously, the only way to have more of a conversation is to pick option number 2. Yes, extracts of scribane herb, to be exact. I mean, at least he's not trying to hide it. A powerful medicine and aid in battle, one that has received a terrible reputation among the uninformed. Have you tried some? If not, you should. When under its influence, the world around you will seem to move very slowly. Your speed and reflexes will improve dramatically, and the side effects are, I assure you, minimal. Oh, and if you are going to stay here for a time, please stay out of my private chambers. He looks at the south door. I really must insist. Not that there's really a whole lot in there. But, I mean, there are his private chambers, I guess, so it's, it's fair. Tell me more about scribane herb, assuming we never heard of this stuff before. It is so powerful, concentrated, it is a powerful, concentrated extract of a plant that grows naturally on the surface. It suppresses feelings of hunger, which makes it very valuable in these current dark times. It also speeds up the mind and the reflexes, which makes it a powerful aid in battle. Grows on the surface. What about in Avernum? Can you grow it? Ah, in an instant, Chrysander becomes very guarded. I've heard rumors that scribane can be grown in the underworld. I know exactly nothing about that. Yeah, well, we know that's not true, of course. And is it addictive? I assure you that any alleged addictive properties of this marvelous substance are mere rumors spread by those who would control the supply of it for themselves. He reaches out and slips a small vial into your hand. Don't take my word for it. Try it for yourself. I'm sure you will want more. You decide not to ask about that stumbling mass of pitiful refugees outside. Right, well, we did receive some scribane. So I guess, if nothing else, by talking to him first before slaughtering him and his men, we would have gotten at least one extra dose of scribane in addition to what we pillaged from the various containers. So technically we could have gotten a little bit more out of this. What does the army think of your selling scribane? The officers tolerate us being here, do they, though? I mean, we were literally sent here by an officer to drive you out. Well, most of them do anyway. Oh, yeah. Well, They want to be rid of me, but most of them do anyway. Do I just tolerate us being here? Well, most of them do anyway. They want to be rid of me? But they know that killing me will achieve nothing. In fact, it will make things worse. Why? He smirks. Look at the people who stay here in this ruin with me. Would you prefer that they be turned out to wander the Great Cave? They're much safer here with me. It's better for all concerned. Yeah, well, especially for you. Tell me about this keep. This was once a small, understaffed, and entirely redundant keep called Fort Halidon. It was shut down quite some years ago and left to crumble. Now it is occupied with refugees looking for a safe place to stay until they can escape Avernum, and of course I also operate my small business here, though the troubles are constant. So all those people outside are just harmless refugees? Refugees, yes. As you saw, some of them have weapons, only to defend themselves against rogues and goons, of course. And perhaps I pay some of them to protect me, which is, I'm sure you would agree, reasonable. Of course, of course. Tell me about your troubles. I'm happy that you asked. It is rare, though not unknown, for soldiers to take interest in my troubles and to do small favors for me. And they are well compensated, I assure you. Very well. Does this intrigue you? Of course, I'm interested. Yeah. So, you actually get a quest from him. So there's definitely a lot going on with this little conversation. Not a lot more than I maybe assumed last time. Of course, it's all entirely, well, illegal and clearly goes against our duties as protectors of Avernum. So, yeah, I'm very happy with just never even having talked to this slimy dude. But it is interesting to experience it nonetheless. I am pleased. So suppose your travels took you into the dark, wild tunnels west of Fort Remote. There is a band of thieves out there, hiding, dishonorable louts, who stole something belonging to me. Their leader's name is Thomas. Find them, and when you do, tell them I know where they are. Then report back to me. Well, conveniently, of course, we have actually been there and talked to those people, and I guess I could have... Well, obviously, if I had talked to Chrysander first, before visiting them, there might have been another dialogue option, which obviously wasn't present when we met. And even so, I wasn't forced to attack them. I decided to, if I remember correctly. Wait for the ambulance. All these interruptions. Anyway, yeah, so I decided to attack those people and felt kind of bad about it, but, you know, they were... Well, I guess now it turns out that they had stolen the scrimming they had from Chrysander. Although, you know, their story was that they were trying to stop taking it, so... I don't know. I don't know the exact backstory there, but either way, he asked us to basically scare them. But, well... What did they steal? Something I owned. I mean, you outright told us that you're dealing in Scribane, so why make such a secret out of it? Clearly they stole Scribane, right? I mean, there was nothing else of value or interest that I found with them, so it could only have been the drugs. Weird. Anyway, do you want me to recover what was stolen? Oh, I'm sure it is long gone by now. Yeah, well, consumed by them. That's all? Say you found them? That is all I require, yes. Simple work. Something you can do while simply walking by. Well... I met Thomas. I had to destroy him. Oh, I'm so very sorry to hear it. He always was a jumpy sort, and eager to believe certain rumors about my reputation. Oh well, I apologize for the extra trouble. I will pay to compensate you. So, yeah, I guess maybe if we had picked whatever new dialogue option there would have been, that would have led to combat either way. He doesn't seem very surprised in any case that it came to violence. Anyway, he gives you a generous pouch of coins and more scribane. Oh, wait, no. A generous pouch of coins and a beautiful pair of greaves. You see, those greaves are too bulky for me, so I give them to you. I pay well those who aid me. Help me again, and the reward will be even better. Oh, and let me throw in some scribane. He does, yes, okay. So, hold on a second. We got 500 coins, enough experience for Xas to level up, apparently. Blessed Greaves, which of course we know are, yeah, just non-magical, kind of uninteresting, but worth a lot of money at least. And Scribane. So yeah, technically, by talking to him and completing this quest, which we had already completed, we could have just grabbed a bunch of extra rewards and then slaughtered him. And I believe there is even... do you want me to do something else? Yes, something very simple. A delivery. Travel up to Northern Avernum. Travel up to Northern Avernum is very difficult these days. I need a small package taken to Silvar, to a woman named Xylia. What is in the package? I prefer those in my employ to not ask too many questions. Well, I can do it. And we get another quest in Chrysander's package. He leaves through the southern door. A few minutes later, he returns with a small package left about 5 pounds wrapped in papyrus. He hands it to you. Take what I have given you. Do not open it. Do not lose it. Go to Silvar, find Xylia, and hand it to her. Anything else? I'm quite serious when I say you should not lose it. If you do, I will be annoyed. That includes letting other members of the army get their hands on it somehow. Which makes me wonder if I could actually hand this over to the authorities. Because, I mean, what else could it be other than more Scribane? Which, again, there's no real point to him being so secretive about the whole thing when he's dealing with the stuff entirely openly and bribing us with it. So, you know, it's just why? He sells Scribane for 30 apiece. And I guess this would be the time where we just slaughter him. Although, the option to directly confront him is gone, interestingly enough. Other questions? Tell me about the keep. Yeah, okay, I suppose once we've done one quest for him, we're considered his allies. Anyway, of course, as I said, I'm gonna stick with the original timeline, and, you know, I'm not gonna redo what I did last time, even though I could grab some extra money out of it. But there's a slight chance that somehow some other NPCs will know that we dealt with him and, you know, hold that against us. I don't know, it's not impossible. Whoops. One thing I wanted to do, because I've never done so, is actually take Scribane, which you can do. Imbibing the bitter medicinal Scribane herb has an instant powerful effect. Everything around you seems to slow down. You feel almost invulnerable. It's an amazing and powerful sensation. You want to feel like this all the time. It's hard to imagine anything this marvelous ever having drawbacks. Now, you'd think that this actually... Oh yeah, it just gives you more action points. Even though... Oh, well, I was looking at it, but somehow not registering that everyone actually has this new buff icon. Okay. So that is temporary, of course. And it... Well, temporary, and it doesn't even persist very long at all. So if you do want to use that as a combat enhancement, I guess, a combat buff, you really have to take it constantly, because it's not going to last for much more than one fight. Well, anyway, that was all very interesting. It was very interesting, so I'm glad I came back and double-checked, but, you know, again, it's not... It never actually happened. It was all just some sort of fever dream. That didn't even involve any drugs at all. Right, in this reality, Chrysander is dead, we never dealt with him, and that's, I think, for the better. At last, you're on the road out of the Great Cave. Every step carries you farther from the mostly civilized core of Avernum and toward the wildlands of the north. I mean, sure, but the Eastern Gallery is also pretty civilized, right? I mean, there are several cities at least. So it's not like we're... And the way there, you know, the Tower Colony and the former, at least, farming community of... Is it Myrtis? Aren't exactly uncivilized either. Anyway, less civilized than the Great Cave, I suppose. The air is growing warmer, and the sulfurous drafts constantly blow past you toward the great cave. However, your attention is mostly grabbed by the faint static in the air, and the shrill buzz detectable just at the edge of perception. Okay, that's... Is that normal? I don't know. Thanks to your time at the portal keep... Oh, okay. The portal, I see. At the portal keep, you recognize these sensations. They mean you're getting closer to the great portal, not far to the southeast. It is your destination, Avernum's main lifeline to the surface. Right. Well, of course, we are going to... Yeah, looks like we have to maneuver around this body of water that's coming up. You're at the western entrance to what is now called the Portal Caldera. From here, you have an excellent view of the tumult to the south. A river runs into this enormous cavern from the north and flows into the volcanic region of basalt to the south. There, it pours into lava-filled pits, filling the cavern with sulfurous steam. Far to the southeast, you can make out a gleaming pillar of light rising up to the rock ceiling above. That marks your destination, the Great Portal. You can feel it more than you see it. The energy it puts off sets your teeth on edge. The cavern is painfully hot and humid, and moss and fungus grow on any surface that stays still for even a minute, which makes life difficult for the many refugees and soldiers out here, all waiting for a chance to use the portal. Yeah, I would imagine so. Slith warriors? Hosni? Some sort of merchant, maybe? Or innkeeper? Captain Sky. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, maybe we don't have to go south if... Oh yeah, I guess there's a... You can even see the road going that way. In fact, there might not be a way around if down there is where the lava pits are. Although we probably can maneuver around that way. So the northern route would probably be the safer one. Anyway, people around here can probably tell me more, give me some tips. Captain Sky. There's a large camp of Avernite soldiers here, watching the road and keeping order. Between the heat and the energy constantly put off by the portal, it is a miserable post. The ranking officer, sweat dripping off her face, walks up to greet you. Greetings, soldier. I'm Captain Sky. Always good to get reinforcements out here. It's, she looks over her shoulder at the portal and shakes her head. Well, you'll figure it out soon enough. Okay, it's a what? What was she gonna say? Tell me about this area. Well, you've seen the worst of it. The heat, the humming, and it only gets worse. Wait, so we haven't seen the worst of it. If it still gets worse. The sound from the portal, it even gets into your dreams. As for the area, the Great Cave is west, the Honeycomb is north, and the road up to the Eastern Gallery heads east. Yeah, okay. Pretty basic knowledge, but thanks. Tell me about the Honeycomb. We do have a quest in there, I believe. It's a tangle of tunnels. It's pretty much impossible to find your way around in there. A hideout for bandits and scum since the earliest days of Avernum. I'll tell you what we tell all the refugees. Just stay out of it. Well, I mean, we're not refugees. I think we're gonna be fine. How's the road north? How's the road north? Dangerous, unguarded. And then you get to the Eastern Gallery, full of kytrax and at the mercy of the Slith Horde. As much as we hate being here, being up north is worse. Any problems with the refugees? Not yet. As long as they have the hope of using the portal and getting to the surface, they're pretty manageable. They come, they get their number in the lottery, and they wait. Do you need any assistance? Please say yes. Thank you. Nice. We do, actually. It's the portal, you see. The humming and buzzing drives us to the edge of madness, but it attracts certain things. Some refugees have been claiming they saw something, some demon creature, hiding in the wastes to the south. I laughed at them, that's right. It laughed at them, that's right. That's right, it laughed, and they ran. If you go down there, see if there's any truth to the story, and if so, drive the creature away. Any advice on where to look? The refugees, who I remind you were probably half mad, all said they saw it at a pile of old bleached bones, playing with them. Oh, that's pleasant. And it didn't attack them? No, but then again, it might have attacked some others, and those are the ones who were never heard from again. Okay. Well, the crackling demon sounds nice. Likes to play with bones, alright. Hosni. This trading post is packed with a remarkable variety of items purchased from the passing refugees, weapons and armor, curios, and family heirlooms. That seems very familiar. Isn't there exactly that kind of shop just outside Almaria? Or wasn't there someone? Or was that the guy patrolling outside the castle? I don't know. Either way, I feel like we've come across a merchant that was described in a very similar manner before. All heaped against the wall, waiting for buyers, right. The store is run by a Slitherikai. Only this reptilian race is comfortable in the steam room that is the portal caldera. The proprietor walks up to greet you. Ah, a soldier, a buyer. We have many sellers, few buyers. I am Hosni. I hope we can trade. Well, I'm not gonna get your hopes up, but we'll take a look. How has business been? Ah, business is all right, but too many sellers and too few buyers. Many refugees come to use the portal or pass by looking for new fortunes, and they need to sell things. Sell to me, and I sell to army. Why do the refugees need to sell so much? It's one thing having heavy item in home, another to carry it across Avernum. Better to sell heavy things and get money. Money needed to buy food. Not that there's any food to buy. Also, lucky ones are only allowed to take so much into integrate portals, so might as well sell the things to me. And you sell things to the army? Yes, those who go north to fight the Slith Horde. They often lack supplies. Things are difficult everywhere, so they buy from me for reasonable prices. We help Avernum as we can. Let me sort through your wares. Okay, it's a pretty random selection of valuables and stuff. That skin helmet, that's not magical, never mind. You longbow. That doesn't seem very good, actually. Steel shield, iron bars, yeah, I mean... I guess the chilling band is just about the only... Oh. Never mind, it's not quite the only magical item. Well, I mean, I don't know if the fine cleaver is necessarily magical, but it does increase dexterity, which is of course the one stat that really doesn't do much for anyone. Yeah, either way. Yeah, I mean, the Tinker's Crystal, maybe? Very reasonable prices, in fact. Okay. Honestly, that's very surprising. I'll buy this one. Sure, why not? I'd like to sell you something? Not that I actually have anything. Never mind. Well, okay. I guess that's that. Just a merchant. And one who seemingly doesn't even try to rip people off. What a rare sight. Now, I mean, I was expecting to go south from here. And now that we have a quest for it, looking for that demon, I guess I'm actually going to stick to that plan. Because why not? Obviously I was going to explore everything anyway. Beware infested land, no food, keep out. Yeah. The region to the southwest is a hellish expanse of basalt and steaming fumaroles. It's miserably hot. Since the earliest days of Avernum, nobody has tried to settle here. Nobody sane, anyway. This region is very useful. The heat radiating out from here makes life in the Great Cave and around the Tower Colony intolerable. Being this close, on the other hand, stinks. Being this close, on the other hand, stinks. Quite literally, I guess. You can see that a wide variety of unpleasant, heat-loving creatures have taken up residence here. You can see them wandering and flying around among the bones of their victims. Okay, lava beds are peaceful enough. No mushroom samples here. Are you gonna become hostile? I mean, flaming goop, huh? Okay. I guess they know that they don't have a path to us, and so they stay peaceful. I see these fumaroles, and I expect them to erupt any moment, but these seem inactive for now. Okay, we have fire lizards, which reminds me that there is that area with the lizards north of the castle that we definitely have to come back for someday, but not for now. Let us just start stabbing. Okay, good start. Don't know if that lizard is already hostile or already aggroed, so... Yes, it is. Of course it is. You don't really... You can't really do much. I mean, against multiple lizards, I guess Icy Rain would work, presumably. But the Fireball almost certainly would just be a waste. For the bracers, okay, why not? Ah, yes. Oh god, there's 4 of them. Well, there's our group of lizards that might get to taste the Icy Rain. Of course, they're all going to start to get their attacks before Hawk does. So that's nice. Nope. Wrong button. Well, aimed blow against that one, because why not? Hello? Okay, wow. Because all those goops outside... Oh no. Oh no! Ooh. Spooky. All those goops outside took their turns. Uh-oh. Wait. No, it's fine. We're gonna get to heal. Or kill that thing outright. I mean... that works too. Exit combat, please. Thank you. Beautiful crystal. Don't mind if I do. Huh? Okay, there we go. And, okay. Get a flawless crystal as well. 5 of them. Probably worth returning. Well, I mean, as soon as I reach the Great Portal, there's going to be another pylon, of course. So, yeah, that'd be a good opportunity to come back and hand over 5 more of those, which very well might give us some sort of reward right away. Sparkling One, Strong Days. Sure, I wish those things just stacked, but no, of course not. There, let's just have another one. Why not? Honestly, Strong Days is probably pretty useful too. I should just be using them. I could ignore these bats, but then I could also not. Oh, okay. They're fast. And there's a lot of them. Were there that many before? Yikes. That might not have been a very smart move. Oh no. Okay. No, don't attack him. That kind of works, actually. Okay. Right, now it's your turn. I mean, these are lava bats. Yeah, let's just go for an Icy Rain, killing one of them. You attack that one. Oh god, you're gonna kill it. Probably not, to be honest. So just head back and kill this one. That's one fireball and a second fireball. Just do a small heal. Wait for all the off-screen enemies to do whatever. Okay, I just wanted to know. Fireball, as expected, did basically nothing. The bat surviving with 4 health, quite annoying. I should have done the well-aimed blow, I don't know why I didn't. Was really no reason to. Oh, 63 damage. Holy crap. She does have a new bow, since quite recently. Okay. Worth it? I don't know. And honestly, I suppose it didn't really cost as much at all. So, yeah, worth it. For some amount of extra experience. Save that and keep going. Sneak past this lava here. That can't be very comfortable at all. Ooh, what is this? Vanatai construction? Sure looks like it. Uh-oh. Wasn't there some sort of... Wasn't there like a series of trial chambers constructed by the Vanatai? Like 4 or 5 different locations, just small chambers with different tests inside that we had a quest for, and well, either Avernum 4 or 5. There might have been one in this around this location. Volunteer ruins, indeed. I don't know if now is the time to check these out. I mean, that's gonna slam shut behind us, right? That's... You have found a ruined something. Someone built a little complex out here using a strange greenish stone you haven't seen before. The architectural style is very strange, all rounded and covered with odd symbols. It looks like it has been abandoned for ages, left to be slowly crumbled by the occasional cavequake. And yet it is not entirely empty. In the mold on the floor you can see some faint traces, faint tracks. Footprints. Oh, okay. Okay, but we also have wildlife that has moved in here. 4 more of these things. Once again with the almost kill. The worst kind. You're down to 56. Just do a normal shot. And then Icy Rain is definitely going to kill 2 of them. Okay, no fireballs. Fine by me. We should definitely be able to survive whatever this final lizard is going to do, so... A well-aimed arrow for 53. I didn't necessarily mean to do that, but that's fine. Money, cavewood bow, healing potion, there, 9 and 9. Wait, okay, we had already passed the turn, of course, in looting. Nothing on the ground here. No buttons, it seems like. Also, the gate did not slam shut behind us, notably. Definitely a surprise, but not an unwelcome one, I guess. Oh, what? Wait. This is just completely empty. That's a bit suspicious, and of course there is more to this place. Oh man, obviously I'm going to I was going to explore this at some point. I mean, might as well do it now. Whatever. Oh, and the lower level is completely natural caverns. Interesting. Including some cliffs that we cannot even traverse. Being in the huge cavern outside was miserable. Down here is, amazingly, even worse. The searing, sulphurous air makes your lungs ache with every breath. The constantly vibrating ground and the roar of the fumaroles keep you constantly on the edge of panic. The vents look like they could erupt at any moment. Oh no, please, please, please tell me no erupting fumaroles or vents. Those are the worst. Anyway. And yet somehow someone is hiding down here. As you pass the cliff to the right, someone shouts something to you. You didn't hear him, so you shout that he should repeat himself. I mean, we heard him, we just didn't understand, I guess. The dim figure, barely visible through the haze, says, "So, Erlanger has to send assassins." Erlanger? Wait. Erlanger. Erlanger. That's... Goddammit, that's a name I've come across very, very recently. Maybe it's gonna be explained. I should remember. Someone from Almaria? Erlanger has... Oh, that's the... Oh! It's the novice. Erlanger is the priest. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, Erlanger has to send assassins. Now I know he's too weak to serve Almaria. It is all right. Come much farther and the volcano will do novice Simon's work for him. Okay, so we did want to come here. Right, of course. Well, I hope he's wrong about the volcano finishing us off, but we'll see. Before you can respond, he retreats to the east. Novice Simon must have known someone would come for him. Yes. Please be good. No need to erupt. You pass an old crumbling statue. It looks like it was of a Vanity. Those alien creatures must have resided here once. As you walk on, you hear a loud rumbling behind you. One of the fumaroles has come to life, erupting and filling the passage with searing steam. Fortunately, you are just far enough away to avoid harm. However, the sound has attracted something to the south. Oh dear. Oh, scaly imps. Interesting. Are imps not demonic creatures in this universe? Are they just critters that live in caves without someone having to specifically summon them, I mean? Well, unfortunately, well... Oh, come on, that would have been so nice. I mean, there's a bunch of them. Let's be safe. Yeah, okay, of course they get 2 punches, and... that one didn't. That was lucky, because the second punch absolutely could have killed Ayali right there. $71? Come on, you can kill it just like that. Swap weapons. Well-aimed blow. Nice. Wow, that was really good. Not taking a risk here. Okay. Yep. 2 punches. Okay, there are more of them. There are more of them. What are you? Putrescent imp. That one's pretty tanky. Alright. Slight change of plans here. Oh, wait. You can stand there, can you? 1, 2... This is uncomfortably close, but I want to make sure that Extas is also affected. I should probably just... Yeah, I definitely should just kill this imp. Wow, that was terrible. That was a well-aimed blow, too. Not well enough aimed, I guess. Can you go there? Yes. Definitely reduce the number of enemies, first and foremost. That's... that's the only way. Okay, nice. Thanks for the riposte. Ooh, tough. Oh god. Close, but not close enough. Definitely drink a potion. That didn't do a whole lot, but it's better than nothing, perhaps. Can you still go there? Yes. Okay. Finish off your attacker. If only it worked, as in some... I guess it's the remakes that make it so that curing always takes less action points than other spells and actions. So you can always do that first and then still heal, for example. I'm pretty sure that's not the case here, right? If I cure, I might not get to heal. So unfortunately I have to heal. But then I might get lucky and get to cure afterwards. No such luck. Okay. He also switched targets for some reason. Not really sure what his problem is with our mage, who hasn't done anything to him. Well, that's not true. He has, in fact... Ouch. He has, in fact, cast Acid Shower, well, Icy Rain on him, and now Acid Shower as well. Ooh, so close. Actually, this should be good, right? Nice. 84 damage? Jesus. Okay. Cure. And you too. Nice. And everyone's in pretty good shape. Just like that. Whew. Iron Bracers, Acid Shower Scroll. Makes sense. Nothing more, huh? So that was kind of nasty. I think we got pretty lucky with how that worked out. Another statue. And that's the bottom of that cliff. This is a curious little alcove. It doesn't seem to serve any kind of purpose. Okay. You hear Novice Simon again, shouting from the tunnel ahead. Erlanger is a fool! I have pets too! See what I am capable of bending to my will! Then you hear gibbering and hissing as something runs down the tunnel toward you. And in a display of remarkably unfortunate timing, the fumarole behind you begins to hiss. Okay. I mean, it's behind us, though. Would be much worse if it was before us. Okay, also, I guess the idea is that Zaman specifically summoned these things after all, so not naturally occurring critters, perhaps. Okay, so we still have our protection buff, interestingly. I guess it just lasts a little bit longer. Ooh, are these tougher? Wait, frenzied imps. Oh yeah. More health for sure. Okay. Please kill at least the first one. No. Why? Okay. Oh, not okay. Actually, maybe okay? Yikes. This is really spooky. Man, I really want to just... No, I have to cast haste. We need the haste. If we want to stand any kind of chance against these. If only we had some sort of area attack, you know. No, no such luck. Okay, that's huge. Well, I say that, but honestly we have 8 group heal scrolls. I think we need one here. I could get lucky and get, you know, get a haste proc to be able to cast heal twice, but I cannot rely on that. Oh, and this is so powerful. Okay. That was a really heavy hit. Thanks for the parry. That might save her, but... Might save her, but... Well, we're hanging on, just barely. Not getting any luck with haste, unfortunately. Come on. Well, ain't low. Okay, we killed one. The bad news, of course, is that there's another one to fill that gap. Oh, please, come on. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay, I don't want to use another scroll. I really don't. This seems like such an insignificant encounter. Okay. Holy crap. I was hoping that this imp would keep attacking Saz, and this one would, after running up, only get one attack off. Of course, it hit for freaking 53 damage, which was almost enough to kill her. That's just crazy. These things are insane. Again, no haste proc from you. Swap places. Oh man. Okay, kill off this one. No haste for you. Jesus. Okay, good. We should be fine. Actually, I forgot that it would definitely get its 2 attacks this turn. So, hitting twice for 53 damage or something thereabouts actually could have killed probably either of them. But it didn't. Are you immune to fire? No. Well, resistant perhaps. Not immune. Come on. There you go. Jesus. Okay, these things are scary for sure. Thankfully, they didn't have a sort of boss imp with them. Like the group before. Save that. I feel like I'm getting incredibly lucky today. There's a button. Nice. Just some sort of optional reward chamber off to the side. Oh god. Or is this actually the main path? No, seems optional. You find left behind for many years the crumbling remains of Vanity magic. There was a crystal pillar here. You have no idea what it was used for. It is covered with cracks, many left by rocks falling from the ceiling above. Only the faintest glow remains within the stone. You peer deeply into it and see nothing. Oh well, some of the chunks of crystal the cave quakes knocked loose look quite lovely. Okay. Honestly, I'm happy that this thing does not have any magical properties left. Wow. And of course we're getting some pretty nice rewards here. Purging crystal, right, you have those. Yeah, should probably remember that I have those and actually use them perhaps one of these days. Oh, did they drop something? Oh. No, guess not. You cross the narrow bridge, being careful to not slip, fall, and face an inevitably fatal roasting. The capequake that strikes when you are halfway across doesn't help. Okay, but we still don't fall, right? Oh no. Hellhound spawned on all of these things. I was wondering what those would be about. Now I know. Nor does Novice Simon's taunting. You stumble into my trap once again, assassin. It's not really a trap if there's one linear path that we have to follow, dude. See how capable I am, how worthy of promotion. Figures begin to slowly form on the runes ahead. As they appear, you find that the cavequake shook something loose in the fumaroles behind you. They begin to hiss. I mean, the game keeps pointing that out. I just don't know if it matters at all. These are not very healthy at all. I'm assuming they're capable of range attacks. Okay, I mean, I suppose in this case, in this situation, for the first time, we're actually kind of forced to move forward away from these fumaroles, perhaps. In the past, they were so far behind us by the time they activated that they didn't really seem to matter at all. Okay. Just go for spray acid perhaps on this guy. No need to anger the one that's right next to you. Okay. That was weirdly easy. There's also a fumarole right there. So I'm actually going to stay in combat. Yeah, okay. I see. I see how this is gonna go. I'm just gonna loot both of those things. Not really interested in the bandages. You can retreat to safety. She didn't take damage yet. She is about to, though. I think. Yeah. Okay. Alright, that went pretty well. Yeah, I mean, those hellhounds were just so much weaker than everything we faced before. Maybe... I don't know. Maybe they thought that this setup here with the fumaroles right there was threatening enough that we didn't need to, that we didn't need actually challenging enemies to deal with. In addition to that, and well, I guess I'm happy enough with that. Okay, save. Are we about to actually face the dude? I mean, I guess the idea is that he was standing down here somewhere when he first talked to us, so we should be getting close. Oh yeah. There he is, or they are. Okay, these acolytes are extremely weak. He has a ton of hit points though, so, you know. It's just quickly looking around here. Don't mind that fumarole going crazy in the other room. How close can we get? About this close. Okay, well, we are still hasted, surprisingly. But I was going to try and approach as much as I could, and then apply all the buffs first. Oh well, let's see how this goes. Novice Simon. At last you have cornered Novice Simon. As you face him, there is a fresh cavequake. The steam and sulfur that fill the air provide a nice dramatic backdrop to your confrontation. The priest is young, and you can see the outline of plate armor under his robes. He holds a large blade in his hands with great confidence. The heat doesn't even make him sweat. That's honestly impressive. How does he do it? The three acolytes behind him don't seem near as calm. In fact, they seem completely terrified, and perspiration soaks their robes. Simon says, so you think you have cornered me? You think we will be defeated? But when we best you in honorable battle, Erlanger will see that he will have to face us himself. Then the old fossil will surely flee. Yes, I was sent here by Erlanger. What on earth are you doing here? We are engaged in a simple matter of church politics, which in the church of the prevailing righteousness tends to be very involved. No, what are you doing in this hellhole, this literal hellhole of a place, specifically? I think that's a very reasonable question. Oh well. Enough prattling, madman, defend yourself. I mean... It's probably going to come to combat, right? Although, the fact that the acolytes that are with him are so terrified does make me wonder if maybe we can somehow end this peacefully. Not that I necessarily want to, but then he might just be tough to defeat. Anyway, yes, I was sent here by Erlanger. Novice Simon nods, thrilled. The acolytes behind him don't share his enthusiasm. I'm sorry to hear it. It means that you must die. But when you are gone and news that his assassins failed spreads, Erlanger will be forced to step down out of shame. Really? Is that gonna happen? That is the way of things in our sect. Anything else to say before we join in honorable and dramatic battle? You need those flunkies behind you to help you? Battle me alone. Honestly, I feel kind of sorry for them. If they want to flee, I wouldn't mind. Why don't you just go somewhere else and start a new church? The Abyss or something? Yeah, also reasonable. Because it is important to first make sure the established churches have strong, sure leadership. And believe me, Erlanger is not what we need in this time of war. Okay. Actually, I would like to aid you. I'm assuming we're not trying to trick him here. But instead this might actually lead to us fighting or tricking Erlanger for him or something. And I don't really want to do that, to be honest. Let's see if we can get those flunkies removed. He thinks about it. Yes, that would be fair. I will give them the choice. We shall see how loyal they are. Those who do not wish to support me in our quest may depart without dishonor. The acolytes, who when they decided to support Simon didn't realize that it would involve spending weeks in these hellish pits, waste no time fleeing out into the tunnels. Simon tries not to let his disappointment show. Fine, I do not need the support of those striplings to deal with you. I mean, they had 40 hit points each. I would have just one-shot them, pathetically. But they could have maybe provided extra buffs or something. So this might actually make things easier after all. Well, let's fight then. At last, I can strike the first blow in my glorious campaign. Well, we'll see who strikes the first blow. Oh. Okay. This is a risk, but I'm gonna save here. And I'm going to start by reducing his attack power, hopefully. And continue by reducing his defense. A decent hit. No double hit, unfortunately, but that's okay. I guess we're gonna do a well-aimed blow for 75 damage. And follow that up with a regular shot for 43. And he's already down to less than 500 health. I like it. He blessed himself, okay. Those femur rolls behind me have not yet become active, although I wonder if they will. But for now, I think we're good. Spray acid. It's always a good start. Yeah, he's definitely taking significantly less physical damage now, but, you know, that's fine. Actually, though... Smite? 19, ugh. Novice Simon falls to one knee, gasping and spitting blood. After only 2 rounds. No, I thought I was stronger. I thought I couldn't deal with... I thought I could deal with anything. But I was tested and I was weak. He shakes his head. And if I cannot defeat you, how can I unseat... No, I was wrong. I see that now. And there is only one thing to do. He looks up at you. You have bested me. I yield. I will go elsewhere. Oh. Really? All right. I mean, he was kind of obnoxious, but he was only acting according to the rules of his weird religion, and he thought he needed to do, you know, to do this. So yeah, of course. Alright, I'll let you go. Although, we have been warned that trickery is sometimes employed by members of this faith. But no, it seems like he was genuine here. Novice Simon bows deeply to you, then he tends to his wounds. As he does, he says, Now I will go elsewhere. I will spread our faith. I will not show my face again until I have regained my honor. Perhaps the Abyss, yes. I will go there. I will show those ruffians the face of honor. He waits until the funerals behind you have died down, and then you are alone in the cavern. Okay. Well, that was easier than expected, of course, because he effectively only had, I guess, half the health that he seemed to have. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess I probably could have gotten some... Huh? Armor elixir. Oh. Wait. Enduring armor, enduring shield. Not the same thing. Do we have some of that already? We do not. There, you... No. Yes. Maybe. There, you keep that, I guess. We probably could have gotten something more out of this. He would have dropped some sort of item, but, you know. Why are those things active now? I also kind of hate that I have to just walk out of this terrible place again. Although I think maybe the game is nice enough to actually have deactivated these fumaroles, even though they look active. Yeah, okay. That would have been pretty obnoxious having to deal with those on the way back out. Thankfully, that did not happen. Okay, well. That went pretty well, all things considered. Oh, hi there. Were there lava bats around the entrance, or did these respawn in the meantime? Either way, I think I'm just going to take a break here. We're probably going to start next episode by slaughtering some more innocent wildlife and making our way further around this area. We're still looking for that demon. Okay. There are a bunch of digging spots that I see, but we have not seen that area full of... Oh, well, there is an area with some bones, so that might be where we'll find that crackling demon. Whether we're going to be in, or whether we are still in good enough shape to deal with it, I guess will remain to be seen. But, well, we can always easily enough go somewhere to rest first if we're not strong enough. So, I'm sure we're going to be fine. Anyway, this was reasonably successful. We'll see how next time goes. As always, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.